All right, so let's talk about how to show up on page one of Etsy search. Everyone knows if someone is searching for something and you showing your product showing up on page one, you're going to get a lot more clicks, a lot more views, a lot more sales. Usually, that's the case. But the question is, how do you get shown on page one of search? Well, the short and sweet version of how to do that is to match buyer search intent better than your competition. And that can get you in the game, but there's other factors at play like having really good picks, amazing products. Obviously, search does consider buyer previous searches, but those factors do come at play. But doing this strategy that I'm going to talk about at least is going to help get you in the game, especially if you're doing all those other things right. So let's talk about how to do this, how to get you on page one so you can start working at this today and get more traffic and hopefully sales to your listings. The end all be all of this strategy is matching search intent better than your competition. And with the rise of AI and Etsy products showing in ChatGPT and Etsy products showing in AI overviews and Google and all the other places, people are really struggling. They're kind of thinking about this a little bit differently than you should. They're thinking, okay, how do I get my stuff showing up in AI? How do I write my listings to show up in AI? Which is the opposite of what you should be thinking. What you should be thinking is, how do I match buyer search intent the best? Because AI is matching buyer search intent really, really good. So the better you're doing that with your products and your listings, the more apt you are to get shown on page one. So don't think about it as trying to write your stuff for AI. Think about writing it better for buyer search intent. Write it better for your target audience, your target customer. And AI is going to pick you up that way because that's what it's really looking for. It's gotten way better than the regular search at doing it. So how you have to think about this is a funnel, right? This is top of the funnel. We're going to get into a little SEO, strategic SEO here. This is top of the funnel, and this is bottom of the funnel. Top of the funnel is more general searches, right? Top of the funnel are not usually buyers. They're not really sure what they want. They're just in the information gathering stage. What we really want to target is bottom of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel down. The better we target bottom of the funnel, the better we're going to, or the more we're going to show on in search results and closer to page one of buyers' searches that are our target audience. So what do I mean by top of the funnel versus bottom of the funnel? Well, a top of the funnel search would be like a mom gift or gift for mom. This is super general, super basic. This is where someone wants to start where they have absolutely no idea what they want to buy for mom. And they'll usually start there, and then they'll see what comes up, and then they'll start researching based on what they're seeing. So you can skip all that and just target the bottom of the funnel searches and not go as general. So a bottom of the funnel search would be like a gift for mom's birthday who likes flowers. That is what you want to target. So they already know, I want a gift for mom. I want a gift for mom's birthday. I want a gift for mom my mom likes flowers. So that is getting very specific. You're peeling back 3 layers. And you could get even more specific with that. If you have jewelry, then I'd want to put jewelry in there. Gift for mom's birthday who likes flowers and jewelry or something like that. So you can target that bottom of the funnel. That is where the money is at. If people are searching that granularly, that bottom of the funnel, they're going to be more apt to buy because they already peel back those layers. They already know what they want. The goal for you is to make sure that you're showing up once someone peels back those layers or if they immediately search that way. And you can kind of see, I did a search already here. This is perfect gift for mom's birthday who likes flowers. And these are the search results that come up. So if you have these keywords in your listings, and a lot of people think of their listings as terms of like keywords, which you should, but we want to take this a step further, and I'm going to help you with this. I'm going to give you a really cool prompt to help you with this. But so if you have perfect gift, mom's birthday gift, flower gift, all those terms will help you show up here. But if you have this bottom of the funnel, long tail, high search intent scenario in your listing, especially in your description, you can beat out a lot of these listings. A lot of these listings are popular now. Like you can see, if you click into some of these, like this is 6 people bought this in the last 24 hours. I mean, this is really popular. And it has a lot of those keywords. It has birthday gift, flower. It doesn't have mom here. Let me see in the tags if it has mom. Probably there's a tag for mom. Yeah, gift for mom here. And then in the description, we're looking at the description here. It's talking about, this is like a little synopsis. This first part's good for SEO if you don't know. And then it's breaking down the bracelet specs. And then that's pretty much it. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. This listing is performing really well, and it's not even targeting that specific high buyer intent phrase. And so the key is to get those phrases in where I like to put it, because you can't really do those phrases in your title and tag. You can really only do keywords, and that's fine. You can get a lot of these keywords in there, but you can really target the bottom of the funnel phrases in your description. So you can put a section like, who is this perfect for? Or who should buy this, or however you want to phrase it. And then you can put, this is a perfect gift for a mom's birthday who likes flowers. This is a perfect gift for mom's birthday who likes jewelry and flowers. This is a great gift for grandmothers who like flowers and jewelry. So you can do those specific scenarios, or this makes a great anniversary gift for that special lady in your life that likes flower jewelry or gold flower jewelry. You know what I mean? So depending on all the different scenarios that could apply, you can put a list of those in your description. And I guarantee if you have perfect gift for mom's birthday who likes flowers in your description, that exact phrase, along with the relevant keywords, you are going to show up on page 1 if someone is searching like that. Not to mention, people are searching like that in Etsy, but people are searching like that in ChatGPT as well. And that is even more important. There's a ton more traffic coming from ChatGPT to Etsy now more than ever. So it's even more important to show ChatGPT that you have the most relevant listing according to that search intent. And how do you do that? Well, you write these type of phrases in your listing. So how do you come up with the idea for these phrases? Like, how do you get these phrases? Because you're probably thinking, sometimes we're too close to our stuff and we're like, I can't really think of the phrase, how people are searching. You can kind of sit down and think like, okay, how are people searching for this, or how would people be searching for this? And that's one way to get you started. But I have a prompt for you. So this is an amazing prompt that I'm actually going to go over really quick for you right now. But if you want this prompt, this prompt is going to give you all of the phrases, the high search intent phrases that you can then look at, see if they apply to you, and then put them in your list, put it in your listing. So I'm going to drop this in my community. So right over here, if there's a link below to join the Etsy Games VIP community. Super cool place. I have training videos. We do one-on-one coaching calls with all new members with me, and we also do live group coaching calls. I look at your SEO. I do your SEO for you. All geared to help motivate you and give you the help that you deserve at a very, very low, inexpensive cost. Not for thousands of dollars. You can join for as little as $2 a month. We have the ultimate Etsy traffic challenge going on right now. So I'll drop this prompt in there as well so that you guys have it if you want to check it out. But basically, again, this prompt is going to I already typed it in here, but it's going to ask you, once you copy and paste this in there, it's going to ask you for your specific product or niche, and then it's going to break down. Once it has that, it's going to give you the long tail keyword phrases, high search intent phrases that you can then put in your description. So I'm going to copy this perfect gift for mom's birthday who likes flowers. We're just going to use that, and I'm going to paste it in here. And see what it comes up with. So, and again, with anything, I would give it more information than that. The more specific, the better information you provide this, the better the output's going to be, right? It doesn't, you don't want to leave it to guess as much as possible. So here it goes. Basically, it breaks down bottom of the funnel long tail keyword table. So it has the keyword phrases that you can see here. You can kind of go through these. Unique flower gift, birthday flower gift. So I wouldn't probably be as specific at this. I would probably, because this is a phrase we would use, I would probably do something. Let's do something a little bit different. Like, let's just redo the above prompt for this item. So we'll just do gold flower necklace on a gold chain that has roses on the, what do you call that? An emblem? I don't know. Gold flower has roses on the chain or something like that. And let's just do that because it'll work better for this example. All right, still giving me, all right, sentimental, still giving me the stuff related to mom. See, this is why you gotta like not mess it up. Gold flower necklace from son. Oh, that's a good one. Romantic floral gold necklace gift. Gold rose chain, and these can work as keywords too. Luxury floral gold necklace for mom. Bottom of the funnel keywords most likely to convert: gold flower necklace for mom, gold rose necklace for mom's birthday, floral gold necklace for mom, sentimental dainty gold flower necklace gift, and has recommended tags, has a Pinterest Google snippet, high intent FAQ. So this is good. FAQs are a great way, if you put these in your description, are another great way to show up on those high buyer intent searches, because you're using these long tail phrases: gold flower necklace, handmade, rose detail symbolized. So these could apply. You may want to put those in your listing. So this is a decent example. Again, I kind of messed the prompt up by giving it the phrase that I include. It's better to do the actual item details and not start with a bottom of the funnel phrase. But you can see this prompt gives you a really good idea. And then on the right side, you can use these two: description usage. So it has some more. These could also be used as long tail bottom of the funnel phrases as well, depending on what they are. Anyways, this is a good starting point as far as your item goes. So I would maybe literally, if you already have a description, I would copy and paste part of that description in there. So this is like our pressed flower bracelets. So like this part is a lot of really good information that you could use. So let's actually do that really fast. So let's copy this. Let's just recopy this prompt and try it that way. Because again, a lot of ChatGPT is just making sure that you are giving it the best input possible. That's why it's never a one and done. You got to adjust what you're doing to get a better output. Because a lot of that stuff before was a little redundant. All right, so let's just do that, just part of that description, and see what it comes up with. Plus flower bracelets. All right, so here we go. Real pressed flower bracelet, birth flower bracelet for her, personalized flower bracelet gift, custom cord flower bracelet, birth flower bracelet for mom, meaningful birth flower bracelet. All right, so this is given, some of this is a little redundant, but some of this could definitely be used. And I almost like the right side of these description ones a little bit better. Description usage are a little bit more, give a little bit more information, which could be used in your description as well. Like this: a sweet birth flower bracelet for a daughter or a child, meaningful birth flower bracelet with symbolic design elements, perfect for lovers or personalized nature jewelry gifts. So these are pretty good. Again, you have to go through this. This is giving you a good starting point, and we can continue to tweak this. You know, I could ask it. I can go back and ask it for, you know, phrases that are longer than 5 words or phrases that are longer than 6 words. But this is really good information and they give you a good starting point. And this is what you got to start thinking. And this is the type of stuff you want to start putting in your listing wherever you can. Keywords, description is the easiest place. And this is going to help you show up a lot more, not only in ChatGPT search, but in Google search and Etsy search, because this is the way that things are moving. So we have to kind of realign and adjust our thinking to match search intent a little bit better. So hopefully that helps you guys out. I'll be back soon with some more good stuff for you. Have an amazing rest of your day.